literally hundreds of games come out from Northern Europe very, very often. Places like Finland, Sweden, Norway, Poland, they come with tons of games that sometimes we don't get to hear about. Last year at Essen, I met Timo Multamäki, and this past Spiel in 2012, he came out with an expansion called Mostly Harmless for his game Phantom League. Its company is called Dragon Dawn. Now, he also brought out at Spiel Pirate Academy. That is yet another expansion for Phantom League. Because the big box comes with both the expansion and the base game, I am wondering if the money you have to pay to get your hands on this beauty is actually worth it. Welcome to the GMS Magazine unboxing videos. I'm very much looking forward to seeing what's inside this box for several reasons. A, science fiction. B, 2 expansions. C, the box has been repackaged to actually contain both the expansion and the original game. So there's a lot of things going on in here that I'm very curious about. So let's make a start, and I'm going to start with the main box. The cover looks actually very, very nice. I really like that. It is quite simple. The design of the spaceship is quite simple, but it's also quite effective. You know, it's very much to the point. I like the mostly harmless, which I can imagine that means there's going to be a fair amount of opportunity for hurting other people, which is nice. Okay. The quality of the box is okay. There's nothing, you know, to shout about, but it's not a big deal. It's not that flimsy, so I'm happy with that. And the printing is very good. It's quite vibrant, very colourful. Now, before I go into everything, let's take a very quick look at what it is. That we find tokens, weird things, cards, more tokens, more weird things. Okay, let's start from what we found. This, and then that was there. Friends, this is a very good quality board where I presume these cards are going to fall into. The printing is lovely, very bright, shiny. The writing on them is actually pretty good. And you have all the battle sequence and the preparation of all the decks in one place. Yes, very, very nice. I like it. It would have been very nice to see an illustration here of the spaceship or something, but since it doesn't detract from the game, or it shouldn't, and it's just an artistic, you know, aesthetic thing, it shouldn't matter. It doesn't matter. So far, this is good. And on the quality, it's actually very nice. It feels very robust in my hands. The rules book. Oh, the rules book is nice. Right. It's quite heavy. The paper they have used is actually quite thick, and I like it. The format is very manageable. You don't have big sheets of paper or weird formats. It's been done just for you to read the rules. Because of the size, the illustrations are not all that big, which is a pity. I would prefer to see a bit bigger illustrations. But okay, everything seems to be, you know, just itemized in here, so you can have a clue as to what they bring. The icons, the graphic design in the icons for the tokens is easy enough. It's simple enough for you to be able to identify the shapes. From the graphical design point of view, they do exactly what they're meant to do. So that's, I don't have a problem with it at all. Nice attention to detail to get the ream. The whole thing is in full color. The whole schematics of the game is well defined and well explained. And everything seems to be in the right order as well. It seems to be a fairly complex game. The rules are very verbose, which, although I don't have a with it, because somebody else will read the rules for me, I hope, but this is going to make it a bit more complex for me to be able to read the rules and follow them. There are examples, gameplay examples, which is always very, very nice, especially if the rules have been written in language and then translated into another. That helps a great deal. Overall, this is a very professional work, very well done. It's obviously a very complex game. It's going to take some time to get used to it, and maybe you'll need to play more than once to actually get to grips with it, but fine. There you go. This is just a thank you card for getting the game. You're very welcome. And then the tokens. Again, with the tokens, they've done something lovely. The tokens are very shiny, very colourful, and extremely well printed and very robust. The reason why I like these tokens so much the way they are is because, being so shiny, if you're eating something, crisps or whatever it is that's greasy, and we eat that, I do, handling these, which will mean that they're going to get less dirty, or that they can get clean a lot more easily. And they really are very robust. They're very rigid. So they're going to be able to get a lot of gameplay. So I like these. They do have the caveat, though, that if the plastic begins to detach, then they're going to look ugly. So you're going to have to be careful on that one. But they do look very robust. Now, I'm curious about this, because it has little bolts in there. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, indeed. Counters done. I mean, they are not easy to rotate, but they are all assembled for you. These are some sort of Fantasy Flight type counters, you know, the ones that you have to assemble, like the Lord of the Ring card games kind of thing, but done to last. I mean, these are not going to go anywhere, I don't think. This is brilliant. Yes, they're going to need a little bit of jiggling to loosen them up a little bit and be able to play comfortably with them. But it's all done for you. Same robust, really hard cardboard, same printing, same everything. And you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. One for every player. Dragon Dawn, Mr. Multamäki. This is fantastic. This is an extremely well thought out idea. And obviously you haven't spared any thought in the production. I really like this. Not because it needs to be like this way, but because you have to decide that you want to give your player everything done, ready for you to start playing, and the best possible quality. So many congratulations. More tokens. Galactic charts, trade charts. It's a pity that these are just paper. I wish they were at least laminated, because I can imagine, and I can only imagine, that this is going to be very much used during the game. And they could do with being a little bit thicker, so they don't get ear dogged and dirty that quicker. I will be laminating mine, that's for sure. It would be cool if these came, if not in cardboard, at least in something thicker that can be laminated. More paper tokens. Oh, these are stickers. I don't know where they go, but I'm sure they go somewhere. And we get into the tokens. Big plastic cylinders. These are not the standard wooden ones that everybody's using. No. These are plastic, and they feel quite solid. I mean, you know what I mean? They're quite dense. They're good quality plastic. I know they're solid. A bit pedantic. Interesting little cardboardy thingy. Nice to get into. The whole thing is made in the same way. Okay, this chart, thematically correct amount of docking cards, official variant. These are for the expansion. Everything produced to the same standard. The hexagons, exactly the same quality. Loads of them. You know, I really like the level of detail that these people have gone through in order to create this. I mean, you get these half hexagons to make them match against the opposite, and it would appear not they don't fit all of them. Yes, they do. You can get the right half. I'm impressed. I'm seriously impressed. I really like this. Same quality, same printing, same everything. Excellente. Now the cards, and these are very well packed, so I'm going to cheat on this one. Hope you don't mind. And I'm going to use an implement to open them. Otherwise, you will have to see me biting my way into the deck, as you have seen me in other videos. And if you haven't seen me in other videos, then you should watch more of these videos. Not that I'm biased. The cards will probably need sleeving as well. They haven't, these are not the thickest cards you can find, but they are okay. I mean, again, I always leave all my games in any event. Different decks, some of them more verbose than others. In fact, they all have quite a few amount. Hey, look at that. An awful lot of cards in here. The good thing about these cards is that they have all been designed in a way that makes them very easy to differentiate from each other, which is nice, and they have plenty of space for everything, from holding them to whatever it is you have to do. Very, very quickly, because we're going over time a little bit, we open another one just for the sake of, see if there are different cards. Yes, they are. My feeling with this game is that it's going to be one that, to get used to, you will have to invest a fair length of time. Doesn't particularly bother me at all, but if you're looking for a light game, maybe this is not going to be for you. The expansion that came at Essen, let's take a very quick look inside. It's packed. Good grief. It is properly packed. With more tokens, more cards, baggies, rules, same layout. These are the cards. This is what I was meant earlier. The difference between just having a piece of paper or something which is a little bit, I mean, it's still quite light, but this has been laminated, so it's a little bit more resistant. It's going to play better. This is a lot well thought. I like that. It's not perfect yet, but it's getting there. And then you get your card references, improvement card reference, double-sided, same thing, and laminated at last, the Galactic Trade Charts laminated. This is what I was talking about. Very, very good upgrade. Very good upgrade, and I really applaud Dragon Dawn for that. Terrific. Tokens, they're not the shiny material that came with the original game. These are a bit more matte, but it's the same thickness cardboard, so it's fine. You know, overall, they really have packed a lot, a huge lot, in one very, very small expansion. That is actually very impressive. That's very impressive, because I have the feeling that this is going to expand the durability of the game considerably. But this is just guessing. And have they changed the quality of the cards? Let's find out. No, the quality of the cards is the same, but the printing is still lovely. The design has been complemented with some illustrations, which some people will like, some people won't. They're on the naive side. But that's fine. They're not my cup of tea, but that's okay. You see, the reason why I like these sort of games, and sorry if this video is going a little bit longer than it normally would or should, but the reason why I like these sort of games, these guys didn't use Kickstarter, these guys didn't use anything, they've just used their own money to put out a brilliant looking, very, very well produced game. They have put away money and not spend it where they didn't have to, like the cards because they can be sleeved, or the insert because things can be bagged, and they put the money where they should, in the printing and in the coating of all the cardboard pieces. I cannot fault that. I think that is absolutely terrific, and with very, very few minor little details, things could get way, way, way better for this game, and it should be definitely in every person's ludothèque. So extremely well done, and I cannot wait to find somebody who can read the rules so we can play the game properly. Well done, Dragon Dawn. Well done, Timo. Very, very well done.